we're gonna let that part pass. Go ahead. Let's talk about New Year, New Me. And a lot of people don't like the concept of New Year, New Me, but I am not one of those people. I actually really encourage embracing the new year and starting the new year with a few goals that you can set for yourself that are gonna set you up for success for 2023, okay? I want you to see the progression of goals from 2021 to 2022 to 2023 and how the goals have changed and how you can hold yourself accountable with certain things that you can implement that are not gonna be wake up at 5 a.m. every single day, because that's just not realistic. That will make more of an impact if you have that in the back of your mind at all times. Writing it out also really does help. So I just want you to see the progress from going into 2021, going into 2022, going into 2023. That's the goal of this video, and we're gonna work on. So I'm gonna take you through a couple of years of goals that I have written down in this little notebook. I got this one from like a Burlington that was like super close to where I was living at the time, a couple of years back. I was so excited when I got this, because I thought that a planner was gonna change my life, and it didn't. My life needs a whole lot more than just, you know, a planner to get fixed. So I'm gonna go through a few things that have helped me set realistic goals in the past, and things that can help you in the new year, you know, to set some goals that will be achievable and will set you up for success. Here we go. Look at me writing here. October the 6th of 2020. Eat better. Use palettes I don't use usually, and listen to different music. I was in a period where I was very stuck in a certain type of music I was listening to. Honestly, it's very vague, so it didn't really take me anywhere. When I really started getting into being more accountable of myself. Look at this. So let me take you through a few. I'm not gonna give you all of them because some are private, but I like to put like a little like check mark on the things that I achieved, and I like to put a little X on the things that I didn't. Spend less money on unnecessary stuff. And to pair that, I had made a list of the things I use. So like face wash, makeup remover, toner, moisturizer, things for my husband, things for the house, things for the dogs. And I put the things that I use constantly, and those are the essentials, and anything else was unnecessary. So it wasn't really realistic, but it was spend less money on unnecessary stuff. I would actually redo that goal today, and I would say set a budget of $100 a month for stuff that you want but don't necessarily need. And that's a more concrete goal that will get you better results, because just spend less money, it did put it in my mind, and I remember thinking about everything that I was purchasing at the time, but it really didn't stop me. But I feel like setting a budget would have been a better idea and gotten me better results. Learn to use what I already have, and that applies to makeup, food, clothes. So that was something that I was really struggling with. We would go grocery shopping like all of the time, and just like things that we didn't need, we would purchase. So what I started doing during this time, and actually we'll see as we go through the book because I remembered this specifically, I would go on Pinterest and look up recipes with things that I already had, and we would do crock pot recipes and stuff like that. So that did actually help me a little bit more, and I stopped purchasing clothes that I just liked randomly, and I started buying clothes that I was like, I really like this piece and I feel like I could wear it in many other ways. And that's kind of like how I started building my closet right now. Because before I would just buy like random shit. Hate less on others. Don't be such a bitch. Because you see, your girly has definitely grown, and there's nothing wrong with taking accountability on the fact that you haven't been perfect in the past, and that sometimes you can be a little hater, and maybe you don't say it, but you feel it, and those feelings are wrong. Like, if you have to address the feeling, and by writing this down, it's like holding myself accountable of acknowledging that there's a problem and that we have to fix it. And I actually put a little check mark on it at the end of the year because I did. I feel like I accomplished that. Dress better. Buy cute clothes every once in a while. Because, yeah, like I would dress like a 10-year-old going to like soccer practice. Wash your makeup brushes at least once a month. That one has a little X next to it because I did not do that, and to this day is something that I struggle with. I arrive on time to work. If you speed, you'll get pulled over. You double. You see, holding myself accountable. I would always be late to work at this specific job because I really hated going. So I was always late, and it has an X next to it because at the end of the year in 2021, I did not reach that goal. I was always late. I'm sorry, okay? Be more thankful for everything that you have. I'm gonna fucking cry right now. It has a check mark. Okay. Spend less time on my phone at bedtime. The way that I was able to fix this is by putting my phone to charge away from my bed. Like, I just put my phone away from my bed. Like, I used to put it to charge like right next to me, but what I started to do is I started putting it on my desk that is like at the foot of my bed, and I would put it to charge with my watch, and I would set an alarm for 6:30 a.m. and that would force me to get up and turn off the alarm, and that's when I would get my phone. So it kind of like gave me that structure. So there still is now no charger next to my bed, and it did have a check mark next to it. This one involves more fitness, and this is where I really went into 2021. And this one said, be healthier, you need to lose weight, you cannot get sick. So, yeah. And it has a check mark next to it. By the end of 2021, I check marked it. Because we achieved that. Not exactly, because we all know the journey that I've been in, but in the sense of being able to create the habit of working out, yes. And in the habit of getting my body moving every single day, yeah, I was able to create that habit. But I didn't have the best relationship with food. We just didn't know that yet. Cook more at home and eat vegetables. Check mark next to it. Drink more water. Also a check mark. This year, you need to enjoy your days. Be present. So, love that. Those are goals that I think that are easier to achieve than saying that you're gonna turn your life around from one day to another. Last but not least, be more conscious about your footprint on Earth. Use less plastic. Try to use more cruelty-free products. No animal should suffer. Try. Not all my makeup is cruelty-free, but I do still check for that. I use Makeup Revolution a lot. You guys know that. And I do look on the majority of the products that I use to see if they are cruelty-free. Well, that's something that I'm still working on, but definitely have improved. And it has a little check mark on it. Because we stopped buying water bottles, and we went to get some water filters. And I have those on my profile under household favorites. Those are the ones that we've been using. We have 2 of them. And I have a pitcher in my fridge to have cold water with a filter, and we replace those every month and a half, 2 months, and we now use cups like this. We also switched to rags to clean the kitchen instead of paper towels and stuff like that. And we keep a bin under our kitchen counter where we toss our dirty like rags, and we wash them once a week. thing that I want to switch this year is our dryer sheets. I don't want to use dryer sheets anymore. 2022 New Year's goals, right? So 2022 New Year's goals. Continue working out consistently. Instead of, what was the one before? Be healthier. You need to lose weight. You cannot get sick. Continue working out consistently. That was major. Like, I remember crying my eyes out because going into 2022, I was like, this is the first year that I go into a year with the New Year's resolution of continuing the habit of working out rather than picking up the habit of working out and taking care of myself. Damn, like, this is the first year that I don't go into the new year thinking I have to lose weight, I have to do this, I have to do that, but instead I get to say continue working out consistently. We're gonna check mark these because we're at the end of the year, so we're gonna use a little check mark. So continue working out consistently. We've done that all 2022. Continue being mindful of nutrition. Focus on eating more vegetables. I'm gonna check mark that. Actually, we really did very good on nutrition this year. I've been able to heal my relationship with food. I eat a lot better. I eat very balanced meals. My man is very supportive of my meals. He's like always trying to give me protein and vegetables and carbs. And we've come to a really good point in our lives where we're eating more at home than we ever have. Work on setting boundaries with others and yourself. Big check mark. If you watch my last chill talks, you'll see I really have changed in that sense, and I'm more I'm not scared to stand up for myself, always respectful with good energy, but I am working on setting boundaries and standing up for myself. No buy every other month. Plan out necessary stuff and buy on a schedule. We actually did do this for a while. We still buy on a schedule, like we do Sam's runs every other month, and we buy the stuff that we need. I haven't bought makeup that I don't need. Like, I have bought makeup that I want once this year, but I haven't really spent a lot of money. I wouldn't say no buy every other month, because I definitely have spent money every month, but I'd say I have done way better at buying unnecessary stuff this month, so I'm gonna check mark that. Wash your brushes more often, you're gross. Called myself out. I am considering just throwing away all my brushes and starting anew. But we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna put a little X next to that because we did not accomplish that. I'm so sorry, I gotta be better at that. Share less with others. Quiet moves equals happy life. This is surprising given the fact that I'm online, but I'd say I've accomplished that, definitely. My circle is very small now. Continue being present with Josh. Yeah, definitely. I feel like I have. I try to spend as much time with my husband as possible, but I have to be better at like clocking out from social media sometimes, because work, social media, sometimes it can get to be a lot. So I know kind of what my goal is going to be like this year. Dedicate one day a week to the dogs. Take them on a nice walk. I think I did that for a while. I have to get back on it. It just recently stopped because life kind of got crazy. But for a really long time, like, we would go to the park and then Starbucks. I really miss those days. It's just been really fucking cold lately. I'm not gonna make excuses for myself. I'm gonna give myself a 1.5 on this one. Like, I need to do better at that. Don't neglect meditating. It really helps you. I have lately. I really just haven't had time. or I haven't made the time for it. So same, I'm gonna make a 1.5. Be nicer to your friends, just be kind to everybody within reasons. I feel like I have. Check mark. Learn to stand up for yourself against creeps. Fuck yes, we did that. We did that because you know what? I was followed this year, and instead of running away and not saying anything, I turned around and I looked that dude in the eyes and I was like, you're following me. I see you. Stop. And I recorded his ass. And we're gonna keep doing that because find a second source of stable income. I'm gonna fire you. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Continue working on your mental health. I feel like I have definitely made progress in my mental health. There are days when it's like a lot harder, but overall I feel like it's been a good year. Take care of your teeth. Yeah, I've taken care of my teeth this year. I started using hydrogen peroxide, and I do that like once a week. I don't floss. I should. Use your Cricut. I have not done that, and I love my Cricut. But we got some new vinyl, and I want to play around with it, and we're gonna do a video because I really like the Cricut. But you see the progression. What I'm talking about goals and new year, new me. When people say that they hate that, I disagree with it. Honestly, it's something that a lot of people would like to say, oh my gosh, new year, new me, and like it only lasts a little bit. I'm gonna tell you why it only lasts a little bit. It's because your goals are unrealistic. It's because you're not being honest with yourself and addressing the problem at the root cause. It is because you're trying to set yourself up to fail. Instead, set yourself up for success. Goals that people will set that will say, I haven't worked out in years, but this is the year that I'm gonna wake up at 5 in the morning, even though I wake up at 9 right now. I'm gonna wake up at 5, I'm gonna work out 5-6 times a week for 45 minutes when you haven't worked out once in years. That's the problem. I'll take you through the goals that I'm gonna set this year. So, and examples of goals that you can set. 2023, new year goals. And this is just an example. Let's say that right now you're a person who doesn't like working out, who doesn't enjoy working out. You haven't worked out consistently in years. You've worked out like maybe once a week, 3 weeks out of the year. I understand that I'm not judging you because I've certainly been there. So what if instead of setting a goal that says, I'm gonna wake up at this time and I'm gonna work out, instead you set up a goal of saying, I am going to work out twice a week this week. And it doesn't matter the days, schedules will change, life will happen, you could quit your job, anything could happen. You tell yourself, I'm gonna work out on Fridays and Saturdays. How do you know that by the end of the year, you're gonna have the same schedule? Instead, by having something a little bit more flexible that could set you up for success, might be the thing that's going to change your life. And saying, this is the year that I'm going to work out twice a week, every week of the year. If this is the year that you're going to work out 2 times a week, every week, then write that out. Instead, work out twice a week, every week, the whole year. Doesn't matter if it's Monday and Tuesday. Doesn't matter if it's Tuesday and Wednesday. Doesn't matter if it's Monday and Friday, Monday and Sunday. It doesn't matter. As long as it's twice a week, this whole year, twice a week, okay? So for me, this year is 2nd year in a row. I love that. I'm so happy. Continue working out consistently. Consistently for me, that means 4 to 5 times a week. And my life definitely has changed, especially now that I'm on TikTok and Instagram. It's part of my day to day. But continue working out consistently is something I can do. If life gets crazy, it can be 3-4 times a week, and that would be good. Okay, next goal. We talked about nutrition, and if you're somebody who struggles because you eat fast food a lot, maybe one of the goals that you can say is make better choices when you eat fast food. So if you usually go to Wendy's and you get a Baconator, instead you could get a chicken sandwich and small fries and a small Diet Coke. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not about making those incredibly drastic life changes of I am going to meal prep for 5 days a week, because at the end of the day, you are not doing that right now. And from one day to another, that's going to be close to impossible to do. If you are somebody who works all of the time and you don't have a lot of time to cook and you constantly rely on fast food, I understand that. Making better choices on fast food might be a better alternative. Instead of going for a sandwich, you can also go for a salad. Chile has salads that I gravitate to a lot when I am out and about and I don't have a lot of time. Their salads are great, and if you just add half of the dressing, even then it's like a high volume meal. You might have better luck. You can even ask for the chicken to be grilled instead of fried. So, you can make little swaps here and there that are gonna make your life, even though you eat fast food, a little bit healthier. So for me, continue having a good relationship with food. I'm not restricting myself. I'm not counting calories. If at some point I decide to count calories, my priority would always be this year to continue having a good relationship with food. If I decide to count calories at some point, my priority is continue having a good relationship with food. If at any point I feel like that is in jeopardy, it is time for me to step in and say, this is not going well. My priority is to have a good relationship with food. And that's priority number one for this year. So that's fun. If you, we talked about the budget situation. So instead of saying, I don't want to spend money on unnecessary things, I will say the little list that I made of listing the things that I use every single day, the dogs use, my husband uses, the things that we use for the household, that really helped me cut the clutter out of all the stuff that I was buying that was just completely unnecessary. And it kind of gave me an idea of, it's like, I only use this, I only use that. For my makeup, I don't overbuy makeup as much as I used to before. I'll treat myself, especially when it comes to workout clothes, because it's my weakness, and clothes in general. One of the things that I do want to focus on this year is having a budget for things that I want every single month. If that budget is $25 to buy makeup, $50 to buy makeup, $100, whatever it looks like for you, you can set that and even set it aside and carry it on for the next month. That's something that I have seen people do with the envelopes of money, and I think it's a fantastic idea. And then, it's something that you could do. Another one of my goals would be to spend more time with my dogs and dedicate that one day every single week, so that we can do something together. And I would switch that instead, and I would say spend at least 30 minutes just playing with my dogs. I have 30 minutes every single day to be on TikTok. I know that I have 30 minutes to be with my dogs and just enjoy them and play with them and spend time with them, and I feel like if that is every day, it's absolutely worth it. And I know that it's doable, because I have been trying to do that already. So I'm gonna do that. Which one was the other one that I was talking about? Don't neglect meditating. Okay, meditate for 10 minutes 5 days a week. Again, this is something that I know I can do. I just procrastinated. But I really do need to get back into it. I really like it, and it does wonders for my mental health. I want to use my Cricut. Wash my makeup brushes more often, bro. Like, come on. Let this be the fucking year that you learn. You have to wash your makeup brushes, you nasty. Okay? Adri, from the future, listen to me. You need to wash your makeup brushes, bro. Okay? They're nasty. I see them right now. They're right here. They're gross. Wash your makeup brushes, bro. It's not that hard. Set aside some time, okay? Wash your makeup brushes. Once a month. We're gonna do once a month so that I can know where I put my goals, because I have to continue working on them. But I wanted to film this video to show you the progression of going through year to year and the goals that you can set that can set you up for success. If you lack time to do your skincare, put your skincare stuff right next to you, okay? Your skincare can look different than my skincare, okay? So if you are somebody who's lacking the time to do their skincare, put your skincare on a Lazy Susan next to your bed. You can put makeup wipes on there. You can put a toner and some cotton swab, some cotton balls, and you can also put micellar water. You can put your serums on there, a crema, some Vaseline, like whatever it is that you need for your skincare that's not going to take too much space. Put it right next to your bed. If you're somebody who struggles going to bed every single night, like, it doesn't have to be unattainable. Like, if you make it attainable, it's going to be successful. So it doesn't have to be so narrowed. I know that some people really need that very narrow aspect to be able to be held accountable, but I feel like part of the problem is that we don't sit and we're not honest with ourselves of saying, this is where I'm hooking up, like, this is where I'm messing up, this is my problem, this is a problem and I need to address it. We can't be honest with ourselves. But if you step in and you become honest with yourself and you say, this is where I'm lacking, like, this is where I could absolutely be better, I feel like that is the moment that you become self-aware and you just stop lying to yourself and you stop feeding yourself, this is the year that I do it, this is the year that I do it. Like, no. Find a way that you can hold yourself accountable, even though it's not going to be life-changing from one day to another. Small changes will lead to big changes. Everybody starts somewhere. So start 2023. And I will be working out with you on live. I will have workout videos on here. We'll have food videos. And if you need an accountability partner, I am it for you, I hope. And I hope I can show you that working out can be fun and working out can be beneficial for your mental health, even if we work out at home and it's not like the gym bro mentality that was to cut and bulk and all this. Like, I'm nothing against that, but I hope that I can show you that you don't have to go all the way to the extreme to make your goals come through. So yeah, I love you. Let's kick ass this 2023. Be the baddest of them all. And I will see you. I love you. And I will see you later.